Why do disabled startup programs keep re-enabling? Imagine trying to tidy up your computer by turning off programs that start automatically, only to find they pop back up again. It can be frustrating, right? Well, many times these programs re-enable themselves because of how they are built. Some applications have settings that tell them to start with Windows or your operating system, no matter what you do. When you disable a startup program through tools like Task Manager or System Configuration Utilities, you're only stopping it from launching via the main startup list. But if the program has an internal option set to start automatically, it can override your settings and turn itself back on during the next boot. This behavior is common in operating systems like Windows. Programs can register themselves in multiple ways to run at startup. They might add themselves to the startup folders or modify registry keys, which are like the operating system's internal instructions for what should run when you turn on your computer. They can also store settings in configuration files or the registry that tell them to launch at login. Some programs even install background services or scheduled tasks that trigger their startup independently of the main list. Security and system software can also play a role. They sometimes protect certain startup entries to keep essential functions running smoothly or to prevent malicious software from disabling critical components. This protection can make it seem like your efforts to disable a program are futile because the system is actively preventing changes. From an operating system management point of view, simply turning off a program in the startup menu isn't enough. You might need to go further by disabling options within the program itself. For example, many applications have a setting like Start with Windows that you can turn off. You should also check for related scheduled tasks or background services and disable those if necessary. In enterprise environments, administrators can use group policies to enforce restrictions on startup programs. Different operating systems handle startup programs differently. Windows uses the registry, startup folders, and task scheduler. macOS manages login items and launch agents or daemons. Linux distributions often use init scripts, system services, or cron jobs. Knowing where programs register for startup helps you understand why they keep re-enabling. To optimize your system's startup performance and security, it is important to manage these entries carefully. Regularly check both the application settings and system-level configurations. Removing unnecessary startup programs can make your computer faster and more secure. Remember, some programs are designed to auto-start for updates or background functions, so always verify if disabling them won't affect your system's stability or security. By understanding how startup programs work and where they register, you can better control what runs when your computer powers up and keep unwanted programs from re-enabling themselves.